5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. OG's turn to ban. Dire team ban. OG's turn to ban. Dire team ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the StarLadder ImbaTV Dota 2 Minor. We're taking a look at the qualifiers, and it's OG versus Vega Squadron. This is the semifinals, and it's a best of 3, and it's game number 2. And Lacoste, we're here. We're doing it.
Yep, my man. Vega needs a better plan for sure. They looked really disorganized. No real plan whatsoever to do anything after the 5 minutes.
I'm gonna giggle every time you say Vega. I love it.
They
You're the best.
I don't know. I haven't seen this kind of a stomp in a really long time. Even though we saw some of the lower skill teams playing yesterday against the bigger, stronger teams, they still put up a good fight.
Yeah. Well, there were a couple games in there it was kind of rough. Remember the Techies game? That Techies game, though.
Yeah, what did they have? Did they have 3 kills? Was that...
it was bad.
322?
That was, yeah, that might have been a different one. I don't remember which one that was. I do want to mention real quickly, I sent this to you afterwards, and I figure I'd let people know. Shoutouts to Mr. V Dota 2, who messaged me. He said that MNT basically walked his Eidolons up to the cliff and then was able to very briefly get high ground vision because he clipped into the cliff, basically. It's like that little sphere of vision that you get around your like feet as a hero. He was able to like clip that up onto high ground. So basically like a little bit of an exploit, but he was able to sneak some high ground vision. That's how he got the award.
Fixed. You can't see a high ground. You don't have any high ground or flying vision. Makes no sense.
Yeah. But you know what it reminds me of? Do you ever watch any like speedrunning stuff or anything like that? You know what I'm talking about?
Not really.
You just play Dota. That's all you do. You're Dota and Artifact. That's your life.
Exactly.
But well, in speedrunning a lot, they'll find these little exploits and then they try and do it. So I kind of like it because it reminds me of that. But if you shouldn't be able to do it, I completely agree with you.
And when you say Mr. V, found out what we were talking about, he's actually Mr. V because you call Batrider Mr. Batrider, Thompson Mr. Thompson, and he's actually called Mr.
I like calling people Mr. Is there something wrong with that? What's wrong with Mr.?
Sir?
Sir, but that sounds weird because it's like it brings it to old Englishy, like Sir Thompson of Wembley. You know what I mean? It's like
Sir Action Slacks.
Yeah, he's not a sir though. I think there's still some negative association that exists there.
I think that's a made up title for sure.
5 seconds.
In his case.
Do you ever like just sort of pause and reflect on what that name is? Sir Action Slacks? Like what action?
It sounds good. I don't know. It sounds so good.
What action is happening in his slacks? That's what I want to know about. I'm not sure. It sounds a little bit dubious and maybe a little risque, dare I say. But we'll save that for another day. Oh my god, there's a draft. Look at that. There's a draft.
Look at that.
I am the king of transitions. The Rubik gets picked up first, and then Enchantress, Monkey King, and a Batrider. Batrider's been all over the place.
Yeah, Batrider received a couple of buffs, and I don't know. This hero is fun to play for sure. Like when you use a couple of sticking up on charges, you see that he can't run away, then you're in control. And I mean, him just blanking in, grabbing one target, using a force staff to pull it further back is always fun to watch. Oracle banned out from Vega. They do not want to play against the hero when you have a Batrider in the team. Not too many good options left against the Batrider. There's a Juggernaut if there's no Juggernaut since they banned them out. One of the few heroes who does well in a lane against Batrider is Beaver, Lifestealer, Jug, but 2 out of these 3 are banned.
10 seconds remaining.
It is just you want to make sure that make sure he has a good name. Do you think that Weaver is a hero that you could actually go in today's meta? It feels like that's so bizarre what we've normally seen.
Oh yeah, I forgot one more. Phantom Lancer is also okayish, but I'm not sure they're gonna pick either of those. So they're back to there's some classic old stuff. Magnus remaining. Plus a Monkey King. Enchantress as well has been OG's hero for a while.
Yeah, I think I don't know if OG are like too concerned about getting Thompson's heroes banned out anymore. Like he just has so many different ones that fit depending on what the situation is. Like I don't know, that Pugna pick was so good in that last game. He just completely owned the Medusa.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why I'm here.
Yes, you did call it. You owned.
Yeah. So Enchantress with the Blightstone, she harasses a lot. Hard to take down. We see the way OG is playing. They tend to invade enemy jungle if they have one of those heroes just trying to pull, stack, or be in the jungle.
Farm up, get what he needs early on.
Yeah.
I could dig it. I guess the thing that kind of feels weird about this game to me is like OG in a way is the one that's going to want to play more around there, whereas last time Vega Squadron ones are spending their whole time in the jungle. But I guess like that's maybe the role that Enchantress is going to play too. She could possibly just run around and cause some trouble for the Batrider as well. I don't know.
All right, Faceless Void. So another core that benefits from
10 seconds
from Mag, even though they don't have any synergy with their heroes. Like there's no any kind of a burst damage besides Faceless Void ulti into Wukong's command. But they're gonna need the I don't know what they want to lane actually. Monkey King could be a mid. Faceless Void safe.
I think that's probably the most likely. Thompson loves this hero mid, and I think I've seen ILTW play Faceless Void a couple times. Who knows? Maybe OG's feeling good enough they're just going to throw Jarex on it. I mean, they could.
Oh yeah, Jarex played Monkey King as 4. That's correct.
I was saying Faceless Void, sorry.
Oh, Faceless Void. No, it could actually be Jarex and Monkey King this game.
Okay.
So then you have Faceless Void core, and you want to have a Thompson hero last. I would. Maybe it's time to bring out some Invoker.
Ooh. There are a couple of heroes here that don't like having no mana, and that is Batrider, Tiny. I think TB also. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad now. That sounds pretty good.
I mean, picking Terrorblade into Faceless Void.
That's bold.
Yeah, that's really ballsy.
I kind of feel like
10 seconds remaining.
On the one hand, because like you can also go Diffusal Blade on either remaining. Void or Monkey King or both of them, and this is a hero that you can't have no mana on anymore.
Yeah, everyone just buys Diffusal Blade. That's it. No mana. Can't cast any spells. Kidding. They're gonna have last pick inside of OG, so they can still decide whether this Monkey King is gonna be a core or position 4. They're gonna see the matchup that Thompson is gonna play against and then decide.
Okay. Can dig it. Also, Enchantress can take over Terrorblade illusions. That's fun. I like that idea a lot.
Doesn't sound like a good TB game to start with.
But I guess there is something to be said for like player hero combos. Get Madara on something that he feels comfortable with, and that he can maybe just win the game with if he gets off to a good start. That's I guess their hope. Earth Spirit.
So they think Tiny's gonna be mid, keep safe lane, considering the fact that they banned out Earth Spirit. Monkey King against Tiny. I've seen this matchup going both ways. Depends on the rotations. Even though Monkey King loves to play against melee heroes, Tiny is not that kind of a hero that's afraid against Monkey. Has better range and a lot of harassment. Even if Monkey tries to go aggressive on him and his spells are available, you can easily burst him with one of the rotations.
Yeah, I've seen some monkeys go like an Orb of Venom or something to try and stay on him, but that still depends upon you getting a better creep block. So it kind of can be tough. Yeah, I almost wonder if also like they're okay with a Tiny mid matchup, but they really don't want to run into like a 4 Earth Spirit. And I kind of feel like this is going to be a Tiny 4 more often than not. They're going to go Venge! What?
They banned out Legion Commander against Batrider. The hero just cripples him. Cancels the last lasso, cancels his picking up bomb charges. Great debuff, also amazing against TB illusions and lock him down. Even though I don't think OG would pick LC.
Why Venge? Oh, save for Chrono, of course. Okay, so this is going to be their answer to try and keep TB alive. All right. I mean,
they can get Pagana again if they want to, or they can get they need some damage in Chrono for sure, and they need a strong.
No. Oh my God!
All right.
It's the Thompson. Oh, have you got the chance to see a lot of the Thompson Shadow Demon mid?
Yeah, I saw one of the games where he played. This hero is extremely good against Terrorblade. Terrorblade is gonna actually have less Terrorblade illusions than what OG is gonna have. With Enchant, with the Shadow Demon Disruption. It's a good save also. It's a good save for Lasso.
I like it.
I like Shadow Demon in general, and I think this hero is gonna be way more popular considering how many buffs he received.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find out how to not get reported in your mid matchup playing Shadow Demon, this is a game to watch. It's going to be Thompson playing it. As far as the other heroes in the game, particularly from Vega Squadron, we've talked about some of the issues that the Terrorblade has playing in this game, but it is in a way kind of single target focused. Like it's just about that chronosphere hitting him, or possibly a long duration RP. If you can avoid those, or if Venge can save you from them, maybe that's the way that they could sort of take a win here.
That's a core Venge, so she's not going to be using swaps that aggressively because she needs to take care of herself.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So if it's not Terrorblade in Chrono, I don't think she's swapping it.
Well, game number 2 backs up against the wall. Vega Squadron need this win if they want to keep their hopes alive of going into the grand finals against Alliance or Kaban, who are both playing right now on Beyond the Summit 2. They're in the first game. This one started an hour earlier. And well, we're all starting to wake up now as well, which is a nice little bonus.
And there's gonna be Jarex on that Monkey King. I've seen him play it before, and usually he goes for Orb of Venom.
What did you expect? What did you expect?
And I've seen him actually getting Primal Spring level 1 instead of Jingu. Depends what the lane is.
That is a little bit strange, isn't it? I guess that he's going to wait to see what the laning matchup is before he decides to go for any skills. No tail on the Enchantress, double Fairy Fires, Sentry Ward, some Clarity and Tangos. Needs to be a little bit careful. A toss back into a magic missile, no tail. Well, she's sprinkling away. Oh, wait.
Kill this Enchantress. 2 Fairy Fires plus Nature Attendance if needed. She even stole the rune.
I almost feel bad.
The celebratory gong. You'll have to see it. Alright, OG. That should be 3, right? Yep. 3 going their way.
3 for 1.
Hasn't skilled anything yet. Rallying up against Peksu.
Come get healed.
Alright, the Druid strat working in full effect. And Sub continuing to swear. Whether it's in-game or outside of it.
Yeah, well, that spell is extremely costly. 170 mana, level 1.
Oh, for the Enchantress, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have it back up again shortly. No tail, Fairy Fire needs to use it, but first blood drawn. Might have had a second there, actually.
I think he had enough time to pop it. It's only level 1 stun, which lasts 1.5 seconds.
Well, No tail's back again. And they're going to try and put the pressure now onto this Venge, as well as maybe next time. No armor on this hero, but does have a stout shield, and Venge on the other side, 5 armor.
They swapped lanes a little bit. They're gonna have Seb playing Magnus on mid. We didn't discuss it, and Shadow Demon is gonna be on top.
And they actually swap out the Batrider left this lane now, because he wanted to have that matchup against the Shadow Demon mid. So they bring the Terror Blade towards mid, and now OG are just gonna have Jarex pull the creep wave back to make sure the Shadow Demon gets off to a pretty good start here. Well, see if he can find the Shadow Poisons on a Peksu. Doesn't really look like it's gonna happen, so he backs out again. And it looks like they will farm up underneath the tower a little bit here. Misses a couple CS, but that's okay.
TB is gonna do fine, but meta is up. When it's not, he's gonna get harassed with the Empower and Shockwave. Seb almost has a bottle.
Yeah. Madara level 3 now, saving that extra point. As far as rotations go, not the best heroes in the world to make it happen. Maybe next time needs to be a little bit careful here, as No Tail does have that Harpy creep. Stormcrafter, lots of damage, not much mana cost, and well, look at that. In the meantime, they kill off Thompson. So harassment bottom, death top, and Jarex also in some trouble. Another punch. Ooh, mischief, not enough.
It's not an easy lane for OG. All this is a dead Batrider. Has 4 charges. He hits him. Alright. Peksu. Jarex is level 1 only, but it's gonna be enough. So that's gonna be 2 for 2 trade.
A little bit strange. Meanwhile, they do decide to deny the Tiny to the tower as soon as they get fairly low. That way he'll come back out with full mana again. The celebratory gongs, holy crap. Swear to God, I can't wait for the year of the whatever the heck it is to be over already.
It's Year of the Pig, my friend.
Oh, there you go. Good call. My bad.
Nature attend us.
You uncultured swine.
God damn it. Jarex is gonna die again. A much better early game so far from Vega Squadron. In terms of like the actual laning and hitting creeps, it's still OG that are leading, but Vega have been able to pull things together a lot better.
Yeah, well, that's not the strongest lane for OG. Shadow Demon plus Roaming Monkey King. Not very effective.
Don't be mad,
Seb
don't
is gonna
be
pick up
mad.
Invis Rune, level 4, almost level 5. Dominating the mid lane, 10 more CS.
Yeah. It's about 1,000 gold lead overall. You look at it, and Thompson wanting to simultaneously get these last hits and maybe threaten. All right. Oh my God. Everywhere we look, people are dying. No Tail not had the best time so far. Second death in the laning stage.
Toss back into another stun. She's really low HP. If she can't pop Nature Attendance, she's gonna die.
thought that the chat wheel was going to end after they won TI, but I don't think it's ever going to end.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, you can make it end.
Did you just mute him?
Yep.
Dude, I can't do that. There's no way. Can't disrespect like that. Oh my god, the triple bash. Maybe next time. Got hit by it thrice. Now might end up going down. Oh, he's just going to be able to walk away afterwards.
Top tower is under attack.
But
Let's
in the
see.
meantime...
Revenge. Is there a bash? They can't.
Oh, bash. Needs the bash. Gets hit there, but no. Won't go any further forward. Top lane. More action a-brewing on the Mr. Kezu. 4th stack, not quite enough.
3 out of 4 heroes in this top lane have ability that
Radiant
counts
structures are
stack.
fortified.
Do Shadow Poison, Sticky Napalm.
Dude, look at Thompson. He just keeps on punching him. Pex is dead. What the hell do you do against this? This is why this is so strong.
You
It's
need
like...
one creep to level 6. If you can get a deny, Aim boots pop.
Oh my god.
One creep and the Kez is gonna die.
Waiting for it. I mean, Kezu's got to know about this. I mean,
Radiant's middle tower
I don't know exactly what's going on there. Mid lane, Terrorblade gets the Sunder off onto Seb. That keeps him alive. I believe that was an RP used as well, so Seb not able to find a kill with level 6. A little bit frustrated about that, I'm sure. Meanwhile, a bash on to maybe next time. They'll back out yet again.
Tornado creep. He is not backing out. He needs 2 more CS to get himself to level 6. Ench.
Blanche, not quite going to be enough, and does have the tree toss if he wants to use it, as well as a mango. The bash comes through again onto the Venge, but will not die.
Worst possible timing to get the bash. If he got it before, he would have gone for that kill for sure.
Pops in again. We'll find that banishment now onto 1. They pull him back in closer to the Batrider, wanting to find a kill, but they did manage to get the demonic purge off. Needs another couple of stacks if he wants to find this kill. Thompson still living through it. The fairy fire, the punch, he is going to get away. Kezu on absolutely nothing, and Pexu finishes off Jerax as well. Vega came to play.
Yeah, this is what I expected for them to actually try to do something, play aggressive, and that's exactly what they're doing in game 2. Chronosphere used, they got a kill on Venge. Venge is only level 4. Bottom lane is not looking good for Vega Squadron though. Have Enchantress who's level 3 and then Faces Void who's level 6.5. He also TP top. Shadow Demon does not have ulti, but Faces Void, great hero against Batrider because he always uses his spell. Some time dilation, gonna be extremely effective.
Looks like No-Till's smoked up here as well in the mid lane, and Thompson finds it. He has his ulti back off cooldown now, and this is a dead Kezu. The strength of the Shadow Demon in the core role. Going for the Aether Lens next, and I mean, this is the thing that's so interesting about this hero is like, you know, normally skill shots are balanced around it being like hitting it once and it's amazing. Like, this is balanced around if you hit 5 skill shots in a row, you just kill somebody. That's awesome. I love this hero.
Yeah, I don't like anything that is RNG based. Oh my god, Thompson.
Maybe next time he walked right by him. He thought he was a tree, and they just lose the Shadow Demon. Seb in some trouble and will go down.
Nicely done by Rubik. Left at the exact moment to cancel the shockwave, even though he didn't even have enough mana to cast it. They'll nicely executed. They're protecting their cores. That's what matters.
Middle tower is under attack.
Very much so. Make sure that they can get the farm that they need to go forward in this one. And Thompson runs into... Found him with the okie doke. And we'll try and go for a stun to turn this back around, but Vengeful Spirit will eventually be killed off.
Eventually Spirit. If you look closely, you can see the way Thompson is moving when he's playing Shadow Demon, just using the advantage of fog so he can get stunned. Against Venge it was not that effective since she got Wave of Terror and got a vision of him, but he's always in fog using Shadow Poison. I remember one of those games where he completely dominated in the Roach Pit fight. He was lurking around. He had no vision, couldn't stun him.
I mean, that's really the thing about it too, right? For the Shadow Demon is like it creeps up on you, those stacks, and then once you get into some of the later talents, it really becomes a problem. He's got a 30 XP gain talent if that's one of the ones he wants to go for.
Yeah.
Scary stuff. Hexu? Nearby, no
Shadow
tail.
Demon, you need to be expert in math.
Expert in math.
Yes, to know how much Shadow Poison damage is going.
Okay.
Like you can see all those fancy words, stacks, release, sub-ability,
Yeah.
max stacks to multiply. That's a lot of math.
Oh, Thompson forcing back Madara. Could throw a couple more Shadow Poisons out there if he wants to, but won't go for it. And actually, it was a Rubik's Steel of Soul Catcher.
Don't be mad.
Not the best one in the world to take, but it's okay. Madara showing his appreciation for the lack of a kill. So we do almost have the Aether Lens done for SD. What else? Stacks on stacks on stacks, the classic. And even though we've been talking a lot about Thompson's hero, ILTW is going to become just one of those indomitable monsters on this void eventually with his Empower.
Yeah, he doesn't have Mask of Madness, just going straight into SNY. So I love this item build because it's gonna give him enough tankiness. Maybe a casual mask would be fine, so that he doesn't have to go region. And also against all these stuns, status resistant tops in mid lane though.
Got him caught, bringing in people. Can't forget about it. The RP onto 3, seeing what they can do. Is it going to be enough though? They're going to imprison himself on that Shadow Demon. Make sure he doesn't go down, but with all the stacks of the fire on top of him and the Vengeful Spirit going down, it looks like they overstayed their welcome. OG punished heavily by Vega.
Problem is they don't have any follow-up damage. Like, their damage is pretty static. Needs time to build up.
Yeah.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
At least at this point. You start getting up to like Chrono and Wukong's command like you're talking about in the draft, and that's when things do change. But for now at least, it's not a whole hell of a lot.
If they had the Monkey King there just to use Boundless Strike, I think it would be enough.
Yeah.
But he was out of mana.
Even just the extra amount of disables, so that way Shadow Demon could get off like 1 or 2 more stacks.
And this Monkey King is gonna be a threat for sure. Like,
yeah.
He's level 7, two raid bands. If you give him Empower, he can farm. He has maxed out 3 dance. He's gonna deal a lot of damage.
He also has been getting all those stacks off, which allows him to keep getting that injection of gold. They do find Thompson. Maybe next time wants to get him, but not gonna happen.
You need to be more specific when you say stacks, because we have a lot of
That's fair.
Abilities. You mean neutral stacks? Battle
That's
Cup
fair.
Stack.
Oh, did you play Battle Cup?
And not for quite some time. I won some Battle Cups. More than enough for me. It's hard to be available on Saturdays. To find people more.
Yeah, I hate people too. So they're gonna walk over our way. Not gonna get found there. So the smoke gank not gonna bear fruit. Down bottom, it's Madara that's just slowly been trying to farm up and do what he can, not become a target. Toss away from maybe next time to make sure that ILTW does not chrono him. And Vega with a slight gold lead at this point. We can see that the Venge has fallen a little bit behind, but that's made up for by these other supports who've gotten a decent amount of farm.
Yeah, not a big fan of Boost of Travel first item, but man, Kazu's farmed in this game. It allowed him to farm jungle and lane. Now he has a Blink Dagger on top of that. It's one of his signature heroes.
Yeah. Well, he is going to get stunned right as he TP's in, but they find a kill. Oh, God, that was not the play. Oh, God, it didn't go well. Kezu. Oh, no, I don't want to be like that. I'm sorry, dude, but Kezu does look like he's going to go down, and now DM as well. Under fire. So OG, they are going to clean it up in the end, it looks like. In spite of the kind of rough RP, they make it work.
This Shadow Demon is doing so much work.
God damn.
Has a chrono ready.
Will cost you kill me every time. Holy crap.
This is gonna be a tier 1 tower for free. Catapult is there. Yeah, this is it. Terrorblade, illusion on illusion. Let's go.
I wanted to go for the deny. No Tail was already there with the catapult. So they do take that tier 1 tower in the mid lane. And again, Kezu gonna push out this bottom lane, wait to see if somebody shows up.
It felt like a replay for a moment because it did the exact same thing before the fight started.
Right? Having deja vu. Oh, 10 to 13, 1,000 gold lead. Yep. And maybe next time, almost at his blink dagger. We'll see if he does decide to go for the arcanes first. Do you feel like they need to be more active around the map and get that blink dagger right now? Or are they kind of okay for the moment?
Are we talking about Vega or?
Yeah, for maybe next time. Like
maybe next time. They already have initiation. They just need to play around Batrider. His lasso was ready for quite some time. No good pickoff. And I love Puppy, man. Puppy is playing 7 ways to die.
What?
I just got a message.
Oh, okay, got it. I gotcha. All right. A little confused there. No problem.
You don't have to practice that much to be the
Nah,
best.
man. What's 7 ways to die? I've never heard of that before.
No clue.
Okay.
Sounds like those couch games.
The couch games?
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at these guys. They pull back in 1. It is Mr. Jerax. They got the swapper ready. But Thompson shows up, and now you got the Chronosphere available if you so desire. Almost gonna find that kill. And Venge will eventually go down. So just when you think you got him, turn it back around onto him.
I just broke the game. If you look at the shrine, and shrine is not ready, and Batrider uses Firefly over the shrine, it looks like shrine is ready.
Oh. That's the next level strat. Speaking of Batrider, he's starting to build up some of those sticky napalms. Gotta be careful. Opsin has vision with the disruption available if he wants it. Throws out the flame break. They have that disruption now onto Kezu, and well, LTW thought about chasing in for that one. They have the rest of Vega moving in from the north, and that's actually going to stop them from moving into Roche. They don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah, Roche is at half HP. TB doesn't have meta, and they're going to try to use that info maybe to finish the Roche. I'm not sure they have enough damage. And there's the casual mask from Faceless Void I was talking about. He needs to have some kind of a thing, can't really farm both lane and jungle without it. Vega's just gonna give up.
I mean, Madara had this haste rune, so he had that down bottom, but he has the TP coming out to him right now. He's going to put some pressure on. If they can delay this a little bit longer, maybe you get in a position where you can get a trade-off at least. If you can get a tier 3 tower, that's definitely worth it. But they take down Roche. Kezu trying to go for the Aegis, but it's not quite going to happen. And still hanging on to that Chrono. That is enough. And they force back. Not that much damage dealt to the tier 3. And Madara now in trouble. He's going to send the other illusion off. They want to try and trick him, but they're not biting. Does throw the reflection, the RP use, and oh, does get the kill onto the Monkey King. But looks like in the end, it's not going to be there.
Juke game is strong, but OG to experience the fall for it.
Now.
Chrono.
Oh. He got his man.
What did he steal? Chrono is stolen.
Oh, drop another one. Make it happen.
Don't be mad.
And we got mass tips. Man, I don't even know what's going on right here. I mean, they're tipping him, but they just lost Aegis and they lost their carry. What happened?
Chronosphere is not going to be that effective in
Radiant's
terms
top
of them
tower is
dealing
under
damage
attack.
in Chronosphere because they basically have none. But just to zone them out, if you can land a good zone in Chronosphere, it could be fine. Also, Vengeance is level 10, Vengeance Aura level 3 with Lad. That's going to be a lot of damage. They use the combos. It's just going to walk away.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
So they do not get the kill in the top side, but instead it's Batrider that goes down on the other bounty rune. 20 minutes in, still anybody's game for sure. But with that Aegis, it does feel like it's OG that are in a little bit more control at this point. Up here top, they find the Chronosphere is going to catch onto the Shadow Demon.
Dire's bottom tower.
So that works.
Their damage is insane. Terrorblade is sitting on 350.
Oh my god. Stay still, Jerix. Look at this tree, on the tree. LTW tries to jump to the low ground, and it's going to be a tier 1 tower.
Hits the wall a couple of times and keeps using a time walk. It's shorter than you think.
Radiant's
Yeah.
middle tower.
They
is
killed
falling.
off No Tail on the other side of it, and they pull back into Sep. Oh, good blink away. LTW does have Chronosphere off cooldown in 15 seconds, but do they have the damage to throw into it afterwards? Monkey King starting to reveal himself in the mid lane, walking around as a tree. Throws out that Wukong's command, initiates onto that Vengeful Spirit, and now trying to jump away, but maybe next time able to get the blink out of there. Meanwhile, it does look like they will eventually find this kill onto the Vengeful Spirit. So Jerix hanging out in that top lane makes it worth it. No Tail spotted. Kezu, he does not feel comfortable being in lane against that Enchantress.
This could be a really long game. OG does not have any kind of tower damage. You don't have siege with any of the heroes just by being there hitting the tower against a Batrider because it could be suicidal.
Yeah. It's much more kill-oriented, it feels like, from OG, and then when they kill everybody, that's when they can go for tower pushes. Top lane, No Tail gets his heal off, and maybe next time going to have to back away.
Double damage.
It's another thing that sort of sucks about this hero in a way is that as time goes on, you know, your damage kind of tops off for the support Tiny. Oh my god, look at that initiation range! What? Oh, Aether Lens is so good. They got him caught and will find the Vengeful Spirit yet again. Well played by OG, and that disruption coming from Thompson.
And Kaz is dying way too many times. He needs to be the one who's active. That's one of the problems when you get Boots of Travel and Blink, where you tend to farm a lot instead of being active.
Madara's being chased. Mid lane, there's also action going on as they want to take down this Faceless Void. It does get the time walk off, so he should live. Madara, on the other hand, gets pulled in a little bit closer. It looks like mid lane, they're going to be fine. But down bottom, it is going to be Madara that eventually falls. Although Sunder, turn around, Yule Scepter lift up. Thompson did not do the math right there. And now Madara is able to turn this back around onto them.
And they didn't time it right. Kazu's TP.
All right, the turn, they find themselves Thompson, and this Shadow Demon does go down. Meanwhile, back towards the mid lane, OG seeing if they can get something to return onto this tier 2 tower. Maybe next time shows up to clear out the creep wave. And Vega Squadron still holding on strong here.
Sep should have waited for 2-3 more seconds, so his shockwave would be off the cooldown and get 1 more stacks on Shadow Poison. It would be enough to kill the PB.
So OG, by no means in an uncomfortable position, but a lot of the games that they've been playing in these qualifiers, they've looked completely dominant, except for that one game against Kaban. And this has been probably the biggest test that they've had so far. Vega Squadron, on the other hand, while other games were going on, we were casting other people's games, so I don't know what the heck they look like, but they're looking pretty good here.
PB has Scotty finished, level 18. He's extremely farmed on top of the net worth 1,000. Ahead of Faceless Void, and I love what Batrider has queued up. Gem.
Radiant are
This
standing.
hero kind of needs it. You want to get rid of the vision since you have a flying vision, so just try to deward everything, get a pick off. textbook example how to play the game.
What did you expect?
Sprites.
5 clarities on Batrider, what up?
I think they might have an inkling that the rest of OG are showing up as Seb is being healed up by nature's attendants. Jerex tries to chase. Oh, Pexu, he skewered through the trees so that way Jerex couldn't chase. Oh, that was pretty sick.
Sick, bro. Basically with the BKB, oh man, they're trying to find a fight and BKB is not delivered yet. They don't want to waste any time. They need to be careful with the courier.
Invisibility.
Because it can reveal the smoke. You see a courier flying that's
Yeah.
okay, it's being
The
pinged
ping comes out. Oh, that was No Tail that pinged it.
Alright.
But that is the BKB like you said, and who do they run into? It is Pexu. Maybe they can find more. Pull him in closer. That was Skewer stolen at the time walk away. Hey, 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 Mr. Pexu still in some trouble. They have swap if they want to use it, try and keep his buddy alive. And it looks like Venge will do just that.
Nicely done by Pexu. Our stolen Skewer into stolen time walk to get himself out of the position of danger. Here, 2 tower is gonna fall. Also, they are gonna be able to defend the B1 tower on top.
And that gem you talked about, using it to good effect already. Kazu going and getting that D ward. As far as vision is concerned from OG, they have good vision in the Radiant top jungle, which is probably where the next battle is going to be taking place, since Roche is capable of respawn in about 5 seconds. Meanwhile, you compare that to the vision that you've got on the side of Vega, and there really isn't much on this side of the map at all. So they're going to have to be playing a bit blind, as
Yeah,
maybe next time.
They need to take control of their jungle.
All right, nice blink away. Thompson able to fully bait that one. Holy crap. I mean, he knew he was coming. That's just what this vision gives you.
Gem is being pinged out. They know it's here.
And
this is
that
huge.
is, oh my god.
I mean, you can't play Batrider like that. You need to group up as 5, devour your jungle, try to get a pick off. You solo teleporting there with Gem just screams suicide.
Well, it did seem like there were a lot of pings going on at the time. Not sure what all is going on there, but Roche is back up again now for OG, so if they wanted to, could be some movement into there very soon. Jerex might actually run into Madara here. Does he have vision? He sees him. He sees Madara. No Tail's there as well. They got eyes on him. Wukong's command is out. They have DM in the area as well. Seb moves in. Going to be able to find the RP. A good play. It was a nice save, but ended up swapping back the other direction. And TV just dies, as does the Venge. They find themselves Pexu. What in the hell was that?
Nice time BKB from Faceless Void. TP was about to use the Sunder. It doesn't go through BKB anymore. Chrono is still ready and they can take a fight. They can also go for a Roche. Look at Jerex, man. He has 4,000 gold.
This guy is yeah, he's something else. And dropping down some deep wards here as well. Of course, that all is set up by him just hopping around through the trees and happening to find somebody. But you only find somebody if you put yourself in a position to make it happen. So right now, Vega Squadron still very farmed on this Terrorblade, but he's the last one and does miss on to maybe next time there with the Boundless Strike, but with LTW moving into position, they have vision. This is a dead Tiny.
Radiant are scanning.
Blink.
They, jump in, bash, first hit every time. Affirmative. Well, look at that. Don't be mad. The chat wheel, it never stops.
Oof, first hit bash. When we say first hit, after everything is reset. That's the first hit. Boots of Travel on Shadow Demon. And Thompson likes to play with these items. So he can split push, blink dagger, dual scepter, hard to catch. Now with Boots of Travel, he can be on a different side of the map, join a team fight.
I want to see if he goes for the Shadow Poison cooldown talent. It's so weird looking. You just start like, I don't know.
Yeah. Why did Tiny buy back?
I guess he was worried about securing Roche, or maybe he was just very upset about that bash. I don't know. But, well, there's the Monkey King. Doesn't hit anybody, but they're set up for a pretty good Chronosphere if they want to find it. And Madara actually is just going to take the Chrono to the face. They do have the swap, but he can't get into range. He does finally find it there, but he does not hit it, actually. And, oh, Madara trying to run in there. He does have Seb to follow it up afterwards with the big RP onto 2. They pull him back in. They all go down as Thompson pops the bubble. And now finding themselves one more, there's going to be a dieback for a Tiny, and most likely, oh, excuse me, maybe next time he's able to get away with that one. But still,
this game is not over, but they might call it. They don't have PB meta for 2+ minutes. Wolf is ready, Alpha Wolf. There's going to be a lot of damage. They even have Lad.
Man. Tier 3 tower goes down, and like we were saying, you don't necessarily need to be able to siege high ground if they're all dead. Just walk up there. And now moving to the mid lane. Did he take that point? Yeah. It looks so weird, the Shadow Poison. It's just like he's constantly doing a little, I don't know, karate move or something. Oh, blink, Yules, pull back in. Hello, hello, how are you? He goes down, and a little bit more all chat because that's just how we roll here.
Well, I told you Monkey King is gonna become a core this game. He almost has a full body. Wukong's command, slow down everybody.
And I mean, that's part of the thing that I think is just so... Oh no, is this gonna happen again? Jerax, take it easy on them. He gets all the vision in the world. They realize they're coming over. Roche goes down. LTW ready to jump. In 9 seconds, there is going to be a Chronosphere afterwards. They find the Boundless Strike onto 2. Godlike ILTW. And with 3 more dead, this is looking pretty damn near impossible for Vega Squadron. It was only a couple thousand net worth lead only a few minutes ago, is now ballooned up to 16,000.
Yeah, the gem cost them a lot. They lost the vision they had on the map, and I mean, Vega Squadron is not the team that can play consistent. I've seen some of their games before. They always had the same issue. Also, their drafts are... I always have a feeling that they have weird drafts.
Oh. Ah, it hurts. It hurts. The 4-staff bubble, and Thompson, he finds his man. Oh god. Oh, it hurts. The unstoppable streak. This guy plays a pretty mean mid. 15, 6, and 10.
Yeah, even though he didn't play mid this game.
That's a good point. Fair enough. Thank you, Lacoste. Keep me honest. Oh! Hey, hey! Good blink away from Terrorblade. It still might come at the cost of a life, and that life is indeed going to be ILTW, maybe, possibly. He gets pulled back in by the lasso, the stomp to try and live. Oh my god, no tail! You freaking baller! He gets it caught. The Chronosphere, meanwhile, is a little bit off the mark by ILTW. Or was that Rubik that stole it? Am I crazy? What the hell happened? Okay, beautiful play then by the Rubik. And Peksu, in the meantime, just going to try and TP away. No tail, can't quite get there in time. Oh, RP, because why not? That's what you gotta do. RP stolen. Be careful, buddy. The RP to turn it back around to Madara. Are they gonna be able to make this happen? He doesn't have Sunder though, and they put him in his bubble yet again. Disruption is down, and he is dead. And that might finally be the game. Oh, lordy, lordy. Double kill for Thompson. And GG is gonna be called. Good luck as well. They did it. They're in the grand finals.
Yeah, it's hard for Vega, for sure. They could win against OG, I'd say in best of 1, but in best of 3s, best of 5, they don't stand a chance. They could try to pull up